but I don't know.
This meeting is being recorded.
So, all right. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So like I was saying, we have image here and we have the child coming outside of it.
Right.
So if I stop anything from coming outside of the parent, you go to the parent tag and then you give it a style of overflow hidden. So overflow hidden removes everything. We can already see like this part of the bag is being cut off because that part of the bag is overflowing. If I uncheck that, we can see that triangle comes back.
Let's go. Yes.
Yeah. So if I'm gonna go back out, right, and I'm gonna take this out. Now it looks really stretched for some reason. Let me
Probably because of the flex. Would it be? Because of flex display.
It was my Zoom. My Zoom was messing things up. But from here, this is what I expected to happen. We know IMG only takes up 50%. So since this image is too big, half of it is going now be cut off because we did that overflow hidden. Now, if I want to show this, what I can do is I can reposition this the IMG. Let me open up the I'm gonna open this up, right? Obviously, it looks right here because we're switching this. But IMG is here. We can do.
Well, I don't even know the name of that shit they playing. I know they call it duty sometimes. That's that like something the wars.
So align. Let me. Maybe it's this. Actually, it's not. So we have a display flex. I'll do justify content. Flex start. Flex start should bring it all the way to the left side. So let me close this back up to see if it changed anything. And this is because I just closed the dev tools. That's why it looks all weird. Let me.
Yeah. She tall.
There's my Zoom. Okay. All right. So that didn't work. Let me see. Another thing. So let me open this up. Seeing stuff like this is like a prime example of us like just fiddling with like CSS, and that's how CSS normally is. Also, you see me just kind of like fiddling with it. Let me look at this.
Okay.
We may even have to do a position relative and start moving it over. I'll just say left like -20 pixels or something, and just.
So question. So yeah. I was trying to you have to do position absolute or relative in order to use left, top, bottom, right.
Correct.
Let me not teach. Come talk to me.
So
told you your boy was struggling. You getting me right.
Now she's starting to come out a little bit, and you just have to keep adjusting that until she's like in. I think this is fine though. Honestly, just this cut off, you can still see half of her.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. One more question. Greetings. Yeah. So when you shoot. Nope. I had a question. I forgot my question. It was gonna be the difference between using I think translate and position relative or absolute. Like when do you use position absolute? When do you use position relative? And then when's the proper time to use transform? Because when my left and right wasn't working, I was just transforming pictures. So most of everything in the bottom, I just use transform. Either transform X, transform Y, or transform X, a combination of both,
Yeah, I don't personally use transform as often, so I'm not sure exactly everything it can do, but I mean, whatever works for you works. I'm not sure if there's an exact time where one is more appropriate over the other. Okay. I think the general idea is if you want the HTML element to ignore all other HTML elements on the screen, you do position absolute, because it's literally going to stack on top of everything. it's not going to care where the rest of the stuff is.
The elements,
Yeah. And let me show you that real quick. If I do, let me see, where is it? Let me go back over this. I'll do this position absolute, and let me close this back. See, it just goes right on top of everything. Just ignores, it don't care who is next to, it's just gonna stack right on top of it. So in relative, it just makes it, I mean, it's still aware of what's around it somewhat, but you know, that's how I kind of like look at it.
All right, so now if we scroll down right there, yeah, to that, whatever that is. Okay. Now
it don't look bad, really. Now let me dissect it a little bit.
There you go. You going? Get in there.
Let me see. So we have, okay. So you have bottom choices. All right, cool. And then we have the text, and then we have some bottom choice images. Oh, this is probably just not, I know it's kind of hard to make the screen look good. Let me zoom out.
It is.
All right, so we have this, we have the choices, text, and what's, I'm not sure what's supposed to go here.
The images.
Oh, okay. So okay.
So I divvied them out. So it was like the actual different choice text, then like all 3 shop nows, and then the 3 images under that, and then I kind of brute forced it into place, as you can see with that heat right there. That is, so whatever that is.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to do. You want to, hold on, let me make sure this is, you want to make sure you keep these together. Like this image goes with jacket and goes with shop now. So you want to put this whole thing inside of a box.
Oh, so that's a division.
Yeah, let me yeah, it's just,
that makes sense.
How you're,
it could be an image with the text 1 and then text 2, right? So image, then paragraph 1, paragraph 2.
Right, like exactly. Let me pull this up. Like just like this, right?
Yeah.
That way you don't have to brute force the stuff into place. Everything should fit right into place. As is. This is easier to group together.
Yeah.
You just duplicate it and just change the images, change the text out and stuff. So
yeah.
So yeah, this can be broken out even further. This side and then this side.
Yeah.
That's how we can do it. But I like how you
definitely stopped.
Yeah, I like how you aligned it though. It's all aligned.
Uh-oh.
Let me see. Go back here.
Okay. Yeah, that's where the translate came in heavy, because I didn't get the position relative or absolute. I just started transforming and translating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That mug dancing right there, as you can see, as you start to widen the screen.
Yeah. And this is,
oh yeah.
Okay.
Text on me dance. Look at.
I never used this transform like this. This is different. But it works.
Yes.
I mean, it still works. So
I told you that mug was different. 1 sock on, no jacket, 32 degrees. We out here.
Yeah, and this flex direction row, like this is row by default. It's always row by default. So you don't have to put it. I mean, if you want to be explicit, you can put it, but every time you do display flex. Only time you got to change is when you change the column. And that's, but yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, I think it's straight though. Like overall it's good. If I refresh, it's fine that this image is behind here. Only thing I would kind of take into account is the like maybe changing the color of this text, have a little bit more contrast, because you can see this stuff here towards the middle. It gets kind of hard to read, and that's when it comes into play. Something called like accessibility, being able to like see what you're trying to display on the screen. Yeah. So, but yeah, I like how I like that everything is at least lined up, and you sectioned something off, even though you sectioned the letters off and then the shop down and then the image, but you at least sectioned something off, and that's a good mindset to be in. So, yeah, honestly, I'll get it like a A for real. Like I didn't expect anybody to finish. I expected people to like getting into the mindset of sectioning things off and knowing and like just being able to fiddle with the HTML and CSS. So I will give this an A. So yeah.
You done made my little heart happy now.
This is not me being like nice. Like people don't know how to do this type of stuff. So I don't think like you know how to do more than people that I know. So yeah.
See, you got an A with one sock on, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, come on now. And I'm still limping for the bus stop. Shit, and my bus done drove off already.
Hey, you gonna get there though, fam. You gonna get there. It look good.
Talk to me, DeBron. Talk to me
Hey,
now.
Isaiah, I got a quick question though, man. With that reset CSS thing, man, does that play with that plays with the other CSS and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
I felt like I was butted up against that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
it's noticed that because that's yeah.
Because I was trying to do things that I couldn't do because the CSS was restricting me. Like, so in the future, in order to get rid of that stuff, we got to erase it out of the reset CSS file, or how do we adjust that in order to like keep the parameters that we want for the browsers, but then like be able to manipulate it the way we want to, right? Without it having some governors on it already.
Right. Let me bring up the where is it? Is it class? No, yeah. Let me download this whole folder. I'm just going to download this one. I'll bring it up, and yeah, honestly, I would just fiddle with the stuff that's inside of it, like whatever you. I think you know what it's probably better if I show this also, because it's more than just fiddling with the stuff inside. Like there's a way for you to know. So.
I mean, because when I was looking at different, like, because people make their different versions, right, for whatever the project is for, right?
Well, it's supposed to be one general one, but you may see different versions of it. And honestly, if there's different versions, they shouldn't differ too much.
Okay.
Most of them pretty much do something similar. But let me, is this not? Yeah, reset CSS. Okay. Yeah, I would fiddle with the stuff in here, but let me quickly show. I'm just going to do a conflict just like this. Like, remember we had these head tags and they wasn't working the last time, and I took them out. But before, let me put this reset CSS back to how it was. Reset CSS. I want to show some of the dev tools for anybody that's like not seeing things that they expect to see. So let me pull this up. All right, so I go, okay, this is already a good example. So if I go to this where it says top.
I don't even feel a lot like that.
I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I don't even feel it's like you can kill. No, what the fuck?
But if we scroll down, we can see that like stuff starts to be crossed off. If anybody ever wondering like why like the CSS is not working, like look in here, make sure it's not already crossed off. And if it is crossed off, we should see something that replaces it somewhere in here. So there's obviously something that replaces this font size 100 or a CSS that's like overwriting it. And that was this one here. If I uncheck this font inherent, now all of a sudden the font dash size takes over. And let's say I wanted to just make this one take priority, I would just give it that important flag. I think that's part of the smoothest way of doing this. Either that or you can be more specific than the reset CSS. And when I mean more specific, I mean the main CSS. We know that top left is a div, right? And this is not something I taught, and I gotta teach this in the course. To make this more specific, I can put div here, div with an ID of the top left. That makes this more specific, and this rule like may take more priority over whatever is overriding it. So if this was like a paragraph with this same ID, I'll put P here, or a span tag, I'll just put span here instead. But I know this is a div, so I can be specific with this div here. And I can even get more specific than this. If I go to the HTML.
So that's kind of like exclamation point important.
Right. Well, exclamation point, the important flag, I think that takes priority over everything. I still got to test that out, but but yeah, how specific, or the priority and how specific something is what takes priority, like the CSS that takes priority. Let me put these two side by side. So we have the index file here and the CSS file here. Let me close this. So we have top left, right? Now we know top left is inside of a div. So what we can do is say div. So the parent is here, div space a div with an ID of top left. That makes it more specific. Now, if I wanted to make this even more specific than this, I know that this top div here has an ID of top. So I can say the parent is a div with an ID of top. And the final one I'm going to actually style is the one that's closest. That's further out here. This is the one I'm going to style. And I can make this more specific. I can put body here because I know that this div here is inside of a body tag. This I get more and more specific. So if something don't match up, you can just get as specific as possible. Is that the answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question now. So when do you, in the CSS file, when do you use like the hashtag top right or hashtag, or I'm sorry, # top right div? Like when do I specify the div? When there's multiple divs within that, I guess within that, in this case, division itself or ID itself?
I'm sorry, say your question. You said, how do you specify top right?
Right. So like, for example, the top right division has multiple divisions or dividers within it. When do I specify, like if I want to change, for example, if I want to change everything in the top right division,
okay,
when would I use top right div or just top right and then adjust everything? Like what's the difference between using just top right and then top right division?
Like div hashtag top right.
No, like top right, like hashtag top right div.
Oh, like space div? Like
yeah,
that?
There we go. Yeah, that one right there.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that one and then just regular top right?
Okay, I see. So this one, so anytime you see a space here, just think that the thing that you're going to style is not this. Like this is a parent. The top right is the parent of divs. So this is going to style all of the divs that's inside of top right. So it's going to style this div and it's going to style this div here. I feel like it might even style like this div also.
Right. Okay.
I think it styles everything. Like some of the stuff I still gotta like test out to see, but like yeah, as you start to get tricky like this, you can just like go through it and like kind of play around with it. But I know for a fact that it's going to style this one and this one.
Yeah, because that, and then that would seem like I could just use top right, and it seemed like there ain't really any need for me to top right div, you know what I'm saying? To use that first one.
Unless you wanted to, so top right would also target the paragraphs. So this targets everything, whereas this one just targets the divs. So if I give like a size, let's say like a height and a width, it's going to target all of the divs. But if I just do actually top right actually targets just the parent. Now when it starts to affect the children, like all the children inside of it, is when you do like color. You're like, okay, like the text color of everything inside of it is going to be this.
Yeah, or the movement.
The
location,
I mean, if you start putting position relative and stuff inside of here, this is going to move the parent. But if you put that stuff in here, it's going to remove the actual the child. So I think the to make this as simplistic as possible, I think just using IDs and just targeting a very specific HTML element at a time is probably the best way to go about it.
okay.
Yeah, because these rules can get really tangled, and you don't want to get too fancy, because when you go to debug it, it's going to be a little harder to debug if you start to do stuff like this, like you start doing stuff like this, or like you start to get too fancy in how you're selecting in your CSS file.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I can't think of it. But yeah, any other questions? Oh, I see some stuff in the chat.
I have a question.
We're recording also. But yeah, what's your question, Special?
So my feature section, when I was starting to put my images and stuff like that in there and just kind of positioning my pictures and my words, it started affecting the top. But I was like making sure I was specifically in my bottom left div. So I just wanted to know if you could like take a quick look and tell me like what did I did wrong to move the top around.
Yeah, if you could you drop your code? I don't know if you already dropped it in the drive or not. I don't know if you just.
Oh no, I was having a hard time finding it, but my Diamond was able to send me the link to it, so let me pull it up.
All right. Yeah, drop it in there. I'll pull it up and start going through it. This is
and I'll put it in the homework folder.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I don't see mine's in there yet either. I need to make sure I did it right.
And I'm just dropping the code in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
All right, cool. I'm gonna download it and then pull it up.
So I kind of like put a pause on me working on the bottom so I could try to figure out what's going on at the top.
Download again. For some reason it's going really slow. There we go. Cool. All right. So this section here, feature section, right?
Yeah, I was working on that, but as I was adjusting it, I realized the top was kind of getting thrown off. So I stopped working on the bottom to try to figure out what happened at the top.
When you say top, you mean like where it says feature?
Oh no, like the purple box, like my apple and my words is just like.
Oh, okay. So it was messing up that part.
Yeah.
Part up.
So like
The
if you
feature.
close the dev tools, you'll see how everything is like kind of overlapping and all on one side now.
Let me refresh. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to figure that out. So I stopped the bottom section.
Mhm. It looked like you probably removed the reset CSS. Let me see. Is that not in here? No, it's here. Definitely there. Okay, so you reset CSS. Okay. Let me delete some of this stuff. There's some extra stuff in here. This refresh. Okay. So you reset CSS, just delete some of that stuff. Let me try to figure out what's going on here. It looks like just for me looking at it, it looks like it's something wrong with like the flex. Like it's supposed to be flex column, but it looks like it's flex row. I mean, it's supposed to be flex row, but it looks like it's flex column. So we have start here. Image. Okay, so there is not the flex.
Yeah, the only thing I changed in there was the lorem text to what the actual website said, but I never like messed with any of the like the CSS for that portion.
I'm wondering if something you did because the only thing you changed was this right here, the feature section, right? I'm wondering if something.
And I added the fabrics and the missing pieces on the top right section.
Okay. This stuff here.
Yeah, but on mine is actually spaced out how it should.
Yeah, let me try to put this down here. Maybe it'll look a little better. It's hard doing all of this on a smaller screen. Wow. First, actually, let me first look at your main question is why is this section like this?
Yeah, after I was just only working on the bottom left.
Yeah, let me go through this. I'm gonna try to figure out why it looks like that. We have left, we have image here. Sure. Okay, so it looks like the height and the width is being overwritten. There is, let me uncheck these. Let me not overwriting that. This. Yeah. So it was being overwritten. And let me show you, because I knew it was being overwritten because I can see that this is crossed off. It was supposed to have a height of 100% and a width of 50%. So that only takes up 50%. But there's some CSS rules online. 120, 134, and 147. And all of these target the IMG. And it gave it a height and a width of something different than just the width wasn't 50% anymore. And that's why it was like that.
I thought that when we did the image, hashtag image and then comma space and then put what the particular image we want to change, that I thought that was only for the images I was adding at the bottom. So what do I have to do to target those? Because now the images at the bottom is like huge and can't see words.
Okay, I think I see something else that, okay, let me check something. So ID, IMG. Okay, let me inspect these really quick. So these ones, okay, all right. I see what the problem is. So you have let me scroll down here. All right, so this is an image tag, right? And it has an ID. You put the ID of sunglass image, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to, you can remove this one, hashtag IMG, because now this targets something that you don't intend on targeting. Only thing you wanted to target was the sunglass image. So if I go to, was it 147 in CSS? Yeah, we can get rid of these. Like we don't need to put the IMG here because we don't want to target the IMG. These ones.
Oh, okay. I thought you needed both when you wanted to target a specific image. I thought you needed both.
No, the only reason I use hashtag IMG is because I gave that image an ID.
Keep the star shopping IMG. You erase the star shopping when you want to keep that one. There's another one that you was
right. Yeah, you're right. Let me go all the way back. All right, so it was this one I got to erase. 147, and there's one more.
It's down somewhere. The oh wait, no, the glasses.
Yes.
It's probably the first one. 120, 134, and 147.
So there we go. So I'm gonna just refresh that. Yeah, and now we're good. So.
Oh wow. Okay, thank you. That was my fault. I thought you needed both to.
No. I should have made this ID a different name because I just put hashtag IMG, so like it can be confusing with, okay, like are we talking about image tags? But yeah, I was just literally just talking about the ID on that image tag.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey Isaiah, do me a favor, man. Go back to your dev tools and like when you see those things that are crossed out like they were before.
Yeah.
What were you doing? You were just basically checking on and off of them.
Right. Let me do a Control Z so I can put that back. Yeah, I was just checking them off. Yep. Go here to put this. I'm gonna go to this image. IMG is here. Yeah, just uncheck them. As soon as I uncheck this width here, we can see that this width takes priority now. If I uncheck this height, now this height takes priority. And the further down you go, you're gonna see, like on the dev tools, everything that take priority is towards the top. But in the CSS file, the things that really take priority is towards the bottom. So it can get a little confusing, but yeah, I was just unchecking it.
So the reason why they were conflicting though was just because of something that was already in the code, or? Yeah,
they was conflicting because, so the thing that took, let me refresh. We can see that these ones was applied, right? And this was on line 147. They was conflicting because we're using the same name, that's one. But this one took priority because it's lower in the CSS file. It says 147. We go down, this is 134. That's why these are crossed off. 120, that's why that's crossed off. Even this one's crossed off because it's only line 34. So the further down you go, the more specific, the higher priority in CSS. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, it's a simple fix though, just getting rid of that, just getting rid of this IMG. from that CSS file. But any other questions? Okay. What I'm gonna do today is let's see. We're going to break up into groups today. Actually, let me pull up exactly what I wanted to go over. Oh, okay. So the first thing I want to do, right? Because that's something I never did yet, is teach y'all how to search for certain things, right? If I just say like HTML, if I wanted to search for a div tag, right? I'm just going to do HTML. I'm just going to search HTML div tag in Google. The websites to look for that's going to help you the most in the beginning is anything with W3 schools. That is like they break stuff down for you. If you go to W3 school, you can literally learn everything in this course plus more from that website. It teaches you code basically. But if I click into that, right, we're able to see like different div tags here. They even give you like an explanation of what a div tag is. And to be honest, like I was referencing this website as I was building the course. So if ever you want to just look around, you want to learn some new stuff, just go to W3 School. This is a perfect resource. You can go to the top here, tutorials. We have HTML here, we got JavaScript, and we got other stuff too. But you can go to learn HTML, go through the website, play around with it. Another website to go to if you're looking for questions to be answered is this one here, Developermozilla.org. This website is a little bit more technical. When I say technical, I mean like they use a lot of definitions. So some of the stuff they say may not exactly be user-friendly for someone that's just now beginning. And to be honest, I even have a hard time reading some of the stuff on this website and understanding what they're saying. But like it gives you a technical definition, like a very specific definition. So you can come here for that. W3 School is more beginner friendly. Like you can just come here as a beginner and start learning. And the last website I think that y'all should go to, or the main website, is something called Stack Overflow. And Stack Overflow is, it didn't pop up here. Stack Overflow is basically a forum that people go to post their questions and other developers come and answer their questions. If someone put like a description of their question here, and y'all can actually sign up for this website if y'all want. And if y'all have questions, you can just put them in there. You got to format your question in a specific kind of way. And then like you just have the community come through and tell you like the solution and like maybe some links. See this guy linked MDN. That's the Mozilla site that I just pointed out. This one here, you put a link in there. He described it a little bit more down here. So for searching, Stack Overflow, W3 School, and MDN. So this is Mozilla, developer.mozilla.org. I think MDN stands for Mozilla Developer Network or something like that. But yeah, that's the first thing. Any questions on any of this? Okay. Next thing. Oh, I wanted to go over the Elements tab. I mean the console, and specifically the Elements tab. This one here. Y'all see me like kind of like playing around with it, but it's important that you get comfortable with it because like you're gonna use it to debug a lot. Like obviously you can see the HTML top here, and like at the bottom, like there's like this is the CSS for whatever is actually selected. And if you go all the way down to the bottom, you're able to see the box model, the size it takes up, the padding, the border, the margin. So if you're ever confused about like why something is so spaced out from another thing, you can just hover over whichever one. You can basically see which one is being applied without going through all of the CSS here.
Yeah, Isaiah, quick question, bro.
Mhm.
Hey, is there a preferred way to set up the like interface or
Like
the
this,
developer tools?
well, not, I mean, I guess no real preferred way for me. You're saying as far as like which part of the screen you're currently on?
Yeah. That way, that way you can kind of see what you see. You know what I mean?
Right. I put it down here whenever I don't want it to be as squished. But you can see like we do go here, like it starts to squish together. So I just kind of like mess around with it until I get one that is better. And to be honest, like when you develop, it's like a lot easier to have another screen because then you can just detach it altogether. If you detach it, like you look at this from one screen and you look at this from another screen. So you're able to get the full picture of what you're doing. So if you have another screen, it'll be like, trust me, like it'll be a night and day difference between like your productivity for one. Another thing, your understanding of it is going to increase because you get to see stuff without messing up the layout. But yeah, I'm gonna just put it down here for now. So I
Yeah,
have,
no, it was hard for me to see, like you were saying, it was all squishing to like one side. And
Right.
I was trying to see elements within the document, but it wasn't showing like I was wanting to see it. You know what I mean?
right, yeah. Yeah, me personally, I just got like a real big screen, to be honest. Like I not super huge, but yeah, any external screen will work. But yeah, this is the elements and this is the CSS here. And there's a lot of different like tabs here that I don't really go into because I don't like find a need for them. But if you can go through and like sort of mess around with it, you can. Another thing I want you to notice is remember I was telling you about like how specific you can get in your CSS when you say, okay, I have top left, but let me include the parent in the CSS and let me go as far as including the body. So I'll do body and I'll have div hashtag top. You can see it right here, and then div hashtag top left. So this is what I really wanted to point to. You can see how specific, you can see how drilled down a CSS element is. If I go all the way and click on this, we can see the drill down is even further. We can go through and click these elements.
What screen are you going to in order to see that?
This is the dev tools. It might look different from yours. Yours may be white.
So you're not using VS Code?
No. Yeah, if this is just the dev tool. If you want it,
how do I change dev to your just to be black?
Right. Yeah, I was just So let me pull it up. I was just about to. So if you click on settings, right, you see the settings called here. One moment. Right. So we have the settings button right here, right? You click that and you see theme as the first option, first drop down. You can switch between light and dark. But if you switch between light and dark, you have to close your, sometimes you got to close your dev tools and open it back up. So I'm gonna switch to light. I have to close mine. Then I'm open light theme. I like the dark theme, to be honest. I mean, the light theme is too bright. Let's go back to dark.
Yeah, give me the number. I want
yeah. So you can switch the theme. You got your HTML here. You got your CSS here. We got the box model at the bottom, and we have this tree of we have this selector tree being stacked up here. The drill down basically. And another thing is this arrow right here. remember we talked about this. If you click this arrow, whenever it highlights blue, you know that it's clicked. Then you can hover over different HTML elements, and that HTML element is brought. If you click on one, let's say I click on 25. I'm gonna click on the box actually. I'm gonna click on that, and it automatically brings me to the HTML element in the Elements tab. So it's a quick way to navigate through to try to figure out, okay, this is the one I want to select. Let me just go straight to it in the Elements tab. Another thing is this second option. So right next to the arrow, we have like, is a tablet here and a phone screen. So it's 2 squares. If you click that, if you click that, right, you have the ability to, let me put this on the side. You have like the ability to change the screen size. So if you wanted to see if you want to see how this look on a larger screen, you can like stretch this out. You can make it smaller. You can even click this drop down here. Let me see. I think this is probably zoomed in. Yeah, there's a drop down right here. You can click that and you can click on a phone. So it'll change the orientation to whatever phone you select. So this is how it looks on iPhone SE, iPhone XR. We can add different ones. We have Samsung. We can put tablets in here. I think if you click edit, you can add like more options: BlackBerry, Galaxy, Nexus. It's a lot of different, like Pixel. You can see how your app looks on any device. But if you wanted to just make it a free dimension, you can just go right back to responsive. And if you go to responsive, you can just adjust it yourself. So now the only time you'll use this is if you want to test it on different screens, or like if you're making like an app for like a phone and you wanted to, let's say, look right on every iPhone. If you just put it in the iOS store, and if you wanted to put it in the Google Play also, you can start testing on the popular devices that's out there. You can look up a list of that online, which devices you should test your stuff out on. Yeah, I think that is, I'm gonna uncheck this to put that back. And I think that's the only thing I wanted to go over for now about the dev tools as far as HTML and CSS goes. Any questions on anything I just went over?
How did you get to the list of phones again, where you could check them, where you could check each phone?
All right, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna click this one here, and then there's a drop down right here. And if you go to the list that you can check, you can edit. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more question, fam. So basically, when you were saying you were clicking on the elements of the tree, basically once you clicked on the actual element, those things showed. Okay, never mind. I see it now.
Right. Yep. Any other questions? Okay. So it's 10:50. We'll take a 10-minute break. After we get back, we're gonna start. We're gonna break them into groups, and I'll give you like an HTML kind of project to do. We're basically going to start on the projects for the class. We're basically going to change the image and like the text and stuff like that. You'll do all of that stuff in your own groups, and I'll give you directions on how to like get this code up on your end, and you can start editing it on your side. But I'll be sitting here in case anybody have any questions, and we'll start back up at 11:02. Okay.
Can you check your Instagram? I send you a photo of what I have on my screen.
Yeah. So it's kind of blurry, but What would you want me to look at exactly?
No, I just been messing with the dev tools as you were instructing us, so I just took the pictures.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Look. Yeah. I mean, cool. Looks like you put this HTML. You put this together. This HTML and CSS.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Good. Section. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Can you go a little bit over the styling?
The styling of what this?
Yeah. If I was to start the picture that I sent to you, I mean, I'm a little confused over the starting point. Using the visual tools like the element, in the dev tools, I wanted you to just go a little bit over it for me.
Over styling images?
Yeah, elements and the starting. Let it start.
Styling in the elements tab.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, you just go to the yeah, so the styling is all the way at the bottom. You really just select whatever you want to style.
Okay.
And then you start to either, you can put it in here. It says element.style. Or you can go through the CSS and then just start styling things. Drop down here, gives you some shortcuts to what you possibly wanted to style, and just start styling things. You can just start putting values in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really a plugin. It's really just something that you just play around with, just like you was already doing from that screenshot. You just got to play around with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And the videos are helping me too. The videos are good. They're helping me. All the class videos, once you use them, you keep pushing.
Cool. Yeah, from here on, like a lot of the stuff we do is just going to be almost a direct reflection of what's in the course. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of like review and stuff like that. But like, just make sure you keep pushing through the course though, because I'm not gonna go as slow as like the actual course. I'm gonna take, for example, like this section, the HTML CSS section is 39 minutes. I may take like 5 minutes to go over this 39-minute section. So it's good to just keep pushing through. Even as when we get to on this JavaScript part right here, it says 45 minutes, but I only need probably like 10 to 15 minutes to really go over it. So yeah, that's how fast we're going to speed through here, because I want to get to all of these projects down here. We got 16 projects now. I added one last night. We have another one here. So this one's like an hour long. So an hour is like, to teach it is gonna take even longer. So like you can multiply that by like 4 or 5 or something like that. But yeah.
Thank you, bro. Oh, yeah. Finish.
Isaiah, when you get a chance, can you see if I dropped the HTML project in the homework folder? I feel like it's coming up weird. I don't think I did it right.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Oh.
HTML project.
Oh, cool. All right. So
The only, let me see. You may have to replace the retest CSS file though, because it got a bunch of random stuff in it.
gotcha. Okay. Let me refresh.
All right. We'll start in a minute.
Hey, Isaiah, I sent you a chat message. Can you take a look at that right quick?
Oh. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. You said it's not giving you a graphical image. What's the image you were trying to see? So in the course, I was showing a screenshot also of like, it was a like an image. Like I don't know if you're referring to that. Like it was like some spans and like the spans had different colors on them and stuff like that. That wasn't like the HTML. That was just like an image I was showing. Yeah, but what you have is fine. Like that.
So and if you put in the span, I thought that should you not be able to see the different colors, or are there some other text that, I mean, there's some other code that you have to actually add in order for you to see the different colors? That's
Right. Yeah, you're supposed to add, yeah. You're not supposed to see any colors there. Not until you add the CSS. It's supposed to look exactly the same.
got it. Okay. You should probably, that's as a note, you may want to in the video or something on the notes, maybe add that so people would know.
Yeah. I'm gonna edit the video. I'll put like a one of those like
disclaimers
to say, hey, this is a PDF. This is not like the actual code.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. That's a quick fix. All right. So we'll start back up, and let me share my screen. So I want everyone to pull up the course, right? Because everyone can you just pull up the course? Go to where it says Final Project 1. If you open that up, and then scroll down to resources on lecture 81. Lecture 81, you're going to see a download here. It's called starter.zip. So if you click that, it should start downloading. This is going to give us the starter code to what we're going to do today. I'll give everyone some time I'll give everyone until like 11:06 to do all of that before I continue. So again, it's at the lecture, the actual Udemy course. You go to Final Project 1, open that up, and lecture 81, you should see a resources folder. You click that and then click starter.zip. That's going to download a folder. I'll give it another I'll give it to 11:07 for everyone to do that. I don't want to move on unless everybody have it. And if anyone's having an issue finding it, just let me know. All right, so I'll assume everyone has that downloaded, and basically I have it in my downloads folder. I'm gonna open that up.
I'm finding it difficult, so I'm still working at it. Then let me call it back in class.
Yeah. So you opened up the lecture? I mean the Udemy course. You have that open? Yeah. So you have the Udemy course open, Mark?
I got the course open. I'm looking for 81.
Yeah, 81 is inside of section 6.
Oh, that's wrong. All right. All right, there we go. Download.
Anyone else having issues finding it? It's out of section 6.
You said section 6?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It should be lecture 81. A resources folder.
Okay, and once you hit the download, the zip comes up, and then what?
Right.
That's
So I have the zip here. You should be able to double. If you're on Mac, you can just double click it. Windows, you might have to extract it. You can probably just double click it on Windows also.
Oh yeah, the Windows. Let me see.
You just need the folder that's inside of it.
Oh,
For
dashboard. Yeah.
Windows, so what do I, for Windows, the folder came up. So what do I open it with? The
Yeah.
M
So,
M MACOS.
Hey, who did that?
what were you saying?
So do I open, like, for Windows, it came up the, you know, the underscore MACOSX code. So I open it up with that.
I'm not sure exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's two of them. I see two of them. I'll see what she's talking about. MACOS, but then under that it says dashboard. So you want us to open up the dashboard one?
Yeah, dashboard. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it's a Mac OS part. Yeah.
Okay, so with that, okay. So after that, we pick the folder.
Right. And inside of that dashboard folder, you should see a few things. Asset, folder, JavaScript. Yeah. So I want you to, first we can just double click this index.html file. Open that up. And also you can just open up this whole folder in VS Code. So I'm just going to drag it on top of VS Code to open it up in there. I feel like you should be able to do that on Windows also.
I think I did something wrong because it opened up just text. Okay, so.
So you have the dashboard folder there inside.
Yeah, I opened that up, and then it has like SSJS, the other index, the main, the reset of cascading style.
Yeah, double click on the index file, the index.html file.
Okay.
That should open it up in your browser.
Yeah, I did.
It's still, is it supposed to just be text, or is it supposed to be the template you just showed?
It's supposed to be all of this. You don't see any of this stuff.
I only see text.
You don't see text.
Yeah, I only see text.
Mine's is like that too.
Yeah,
hey Isaiah, it might be easier for the Windows people to right click and open in VS Code, the folder, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, do y'all see that option there?
That I right click it on the.
So
I don't know how it looks on. Can one of y'all share your screen? Let me stop sharing. I think it'll probably be better because I'm not sure how.
I'm already in the course. Where do I go to get? I'm somewhere way down.
Yeah, you go to section 6.
Section 6.
Section 6.
Lecture
81 inside of section 6.
Lecture 81.
Yeah. Yeah. So open. Can I see how it looks in your? Yeah. Can I see whoever? I'm not sure who's sharing right now.
Oh, that's special. Never mind. Let me stop.
Okay. Yeah. So
that's me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Open up. Can I see what you're seeing in a browser really quick? You said you was just seeing text.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so go back to your where that dashboard folder was at. I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah, go back one folder. Yeah. So drag dashboard to your desktop. Like drag that to yeah, go over there.
Okay.
Yeah, try it that way. I'm wondering if that's it.
I need a help here, please.
Yeah, that was it. Okay. Yeah, Mark, what was you?
Yeah, I'm already in the course on the Udemy, but I don't know where to go to download what you're asking us to download.
Section 6.
Do you see all the courses, Mark? Are you able to see all the courses?
Yes, I'm seeing all the courses here, but then I don't know.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So you see my screen right now? Does your screen look like my screen?
Yeah.
So go to section 6.
I got content, and I got all the different courses there.
Yeah, actually share you can share your screen. It'll probably be better. I can just instead of comparing mine to yours, I can just
my challenge is I'm using my phone to follow the live podcast, and I'm practicing on my computer.
Yeah. So are you on this? Are you on the same page I'm on then? If you see my share, if you see my screen.
I'm actually in Udemy, on your page in Udemy where the courses are. That's where I am.
Yeah, so click on the course. If you click on my course.
So I should go to section 6 where you get a final opening project.
Right. Yeah, go to section 6. And then you should see lecture 81.
Okay.
You see it?
I'm running down to it. Okay, opening project, I got lecture. I got different lectures here, final project introduction. I got opening the project slide.
Yeah. Hold on, Mark. Let me actually, I'm gonna get back to you real quick. I just wanna make sure everyone else is like the people that already downloaded it will like continue real quick, and then I'll get right back to you on this. All right, just so we can make sure the class is continuing.
Okay.
So for all the Windows users, just drag that dashboard folder to your desktop, like we saw earlier, and just open it up from there. And make sure you open up your code in VS Code. So basically, let me just share my screen real quick. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna show y'all what the assignment is, and then I'm gonna break everybody up into breakout rooms. Mark, you can stay here in this room so I can help you. And if anybody else can't open it up, just stay here. Don't go out. Don't go to the breakout room, and we'll figure it out from there. Let me share my screen so I can show y'all what the goal is for today. So after you open up that file, right, it's gonna look like this. What I want everyone to do is to change the image to pick a picture of yourself, put that there. You can change this text, maybe pick a word that best describes you, like just one word, and just put it here. Make a description for yourself, like something you want an employer to know. You can put some lorem text if you can't really think about what to write. You can do that. And also change this to your name. Now, the challenge here is that you're given the HTML and the CSS. So what you're going to have to do is go through the dev tools to inspect everything here. And then once you inspect it and you figure out where it is inside of the HTML file, you can change it in the HTML file and then refresh on this side to see the update. There's going to be one thing here that I didn't teach, but this is where the Googling and just being in groups is going to help. I'm not sure if I taught it actually. These images, these are not image tags. So that's the clue of but you can inspect it and see what it is. Look at the CSS, try to figure out how we even got these images here. Do a little guess and check, maybe some Googling also. The point is for y'all to work together and try to figure out how to replace all of the components on the screen. I'm going to open up breakout rooms, and those who already have everything up can just go to the breakout room. You're going to see a pop-up show up. You can go to your breakout room and it'll and then you'll just continue as a group there. You'll pick one person to lead. That person will share their screen, and then everybody else will just kind of collaborate. I'm gonna break it up into, everyone should have 3 to 5 people, and try to for everyone to participate, because it's really going to help to work together with this. Let me create a few rooms. I'm gonna create 3 rooms, and I'm going to, it's going to assign automatically. So you're going to be in a room with a random person. So I just opened it up for anybody that want to join. Yeah, and everyone that don't, just stay if you have any questions, if you don't have everything pulled up. All right. You're free to join your breakout rooms if you don't have any questions.
All right, I see you.
Hey, Mark. Is that Mark or I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. So did you get it downloaded to your computer and everything?
Not yet. I'm still working on it. Lorena is helping me. She just shared a link with me. So yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go there. I need to sign in.
Yeah, it will probably be better if you signed into Zoom from your computer. It'll probably be a lot easier. Yeah, and also seeing everything on the screen will be easier too. I'll be right back though, okay? Just gotta be back 2 minutes. Hey, Lana.
Hey, I don't know what's going on over there in that breakout room. Cause he needs help, and I sent him, I emailed him a link, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Mark's here. He joined through his so Mark, can you are you signed in to Zoom from your actual computer?
Yes, for now.
All right, cool. Can you share your screen?
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like your group is there's only what?
3. My group is on my phone, so I want to come back to my computer and then try to ask. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you share your screen and I can help you? You say you have Windows, right, Mark?
No, Mark.
You got Mac. Okay, even better. So it's simpler. Did you
Then
find?
again, this is the challenge that I have. Sharing my screen sometimes is just hard for me to.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see your screen.
Perfect. So are you on this screen inside of Udemy, where it says where you have all the lectures and stuff?
Can we go back from the beginning and just move in? Because I'm on Udemy, I'm accessing the course, but then
so your mine's gonna look a little different than yours, but I'm gonna show you where you're supposed to go. So if you're on Udemy, right, you go to My Learning up top, you click that, and then after you click that, you're gonna see all your courses show up. You should see my course in here somewhere. Do you see my course in it? Are you on this screen where I'm at?
No, just give me 1 minute.
Yeah. How do you normally watch the videos? I think that's probably the better question, because
what I did was I downloaded the Udemy app on my phone.
Okay, yeah, that's the issue. Okay, yeah, I see.
So,
You shouldn't be, yeah, you shouldn't look at it from your phone. You should look at it through your computer, because you can't properly see what's on the course through just your.
so now that I'm already in Udemy on my computer. I'm seeing the course. All the courses we got, like JavaScript class for 2022. I'm already there.
All right, that's fine. So can you go to the top of the screen? The top of the screen, you should see your picture here on the side, your profile picture. And to the left of that, you're going to see a link. It says My Learning.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, like, come here whenever you're going through the course. You're going to get really confused if you're doing it from your phone, especially when you get into JavaScript. It's not going to make sense for you to do it from your phone. Well, the project section is not going to make sense anyway. But yeah, go to My Learning. Do you see My Learning?
Yeah, just give me. I'm gonna do that all over.
Yeah. Walk me through what you're seeing on your side. It's easier if you let me know what you're seeing since you can't share your screen.
Okay, so go back again. Yeah. Wow.
Is it the internet issue? Like what's why is it so slow on your side?
Oh, the internet is slow. The internet is slow here on this side.
Okay.
This is Africa, bro.
Yeah. That's why I was saying walk me through like what you're seeing, because from my end it just seems like it's just I'm just confused on my end. That's why I guessed to her, hey, maybe internet. So it is internet.
Yeah, so I want to start from scratch again because I think let me go back to Udemy. Okay, so where I am, I'm somewhere where we got, I'm somewhere where we have Udemy, we got category, we have, I already signed into your course. Okay. And I'm seeing, okay, let me just do a picture of where I am and send it on Instagram so you can have a sense of.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Oh. I just sent you the picture of where I am.
Okay, let me refresh. Maybe it's not. Okay. Yeah, it was just now showing up before I refresh. Okay. All right. So are you signed? You didn't sign, you got to sign in.
Okay. So let me sign in.
Yeah, you see the sign in button at the top right hand corner?
I see that.
Cool.
Sign in.
Yo, Isaiah.
What's up, Sheree?
My computer cut off. What were you supposed to be doing? Because my computer just cut off. It literally just cut off during the lesson. So I was like, bro.
Everybody that don't know, Sharik is my brother. I don't think I told y'all that. But Sharik, let me see.
So as I let me try to trying to find my password. So let me try to find my password. When I sign, I will let you know. You can deal with the other people for now.
Yeah. I'm gonna move you to a different breakout room. Okay. I'm gonna move you to just so that it's not like holding you up or anything like that. I moved you to I just moved you to breakout room 1 if you wanted to join.
Okay.
Hop in there. My bad for technical difficulty.
Would you like to move me to group 2 as well? Because nobody's here.
Yeah, I can move you. To Sharik, basically what we're doing is breaking out into breakout rooms, and we have an assignment to do. Basically, let me show you. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, cool. So so everybody went to so we had to download the file, the code first. In order to download the starter code, you go to the course, right? Let me go to the curriculum. You got to open up the course on your side and then go to section 6. I mean, section, hold on. Yeah, section 6. Open up section 6 where it says final project 1, opening the project slide. You open that up and then you go to lecture 81. And when you go to lecture 81, you click on a resource folder, you're going to see a drop down and you're going to see starter.zip. You see all of that on your side?
All right. Let me. I gotta open a new tab because.
Let me know when you get there.
All right. Which section you said?
Section 6.
6 section.
Yeah.
All right. Then what we click on?
You go to lecture 81, and you're gonna see a resource folder. You click on that folder, it's a drop down. And inside of that, it says starter.zip. You see that?
Yeah.
Click that. Click on that. It's going to download.
All right, it's downloading.
Cool. So it's going to be a zip file. So you're going to double click the zip file. Well, you on Mac, so you're going to drag it to your desktop first. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, so I'm gonna download it, right? So it just downloaded, and I basically gotta drag it to the desktop, and then double click it. After you double click it, you're gonna see a folder called dashboard on there.
All right, so all right, hold up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how we get to the downloads?
Do you have a download? Share your screen.
All right.
It'd be easier to share your screen.
Azar,
Hey,
can I
man.
ask a quick question? I just signed in.
Mm-hmm.
I just signed in, and all I see is my instructor, Isaiah Harrison.
So, Mark, can you actually share? Who's sharing? Oh, Shriek. All right, let me handle this real quick, then I'll get right back to you, Mark. So, Shriek,
yeah,
your downloads. So yeah, so I'm not sure where your download folder at, but you can click starter.zip. You see inside of the browser, all the way at the bottom. Yeah.
Oh, so I just drag it. So.
Yeah, there we go. So it's doing something.
I think I got it right now.
Expanding. You have it, Mark. Cool.
Yeah, I'm seeing all the courses here. I'm seeing opening the project slides. Lecture 12.
Right there. Scroll up, Shriek. Right there. That folder, drag that to your desktop.
This one?
Yeah, dashboard. Yep. Drag that to your desktop. Yep. Yeah, it's in there. So open that up. So yeah, first open that folder up in VS Code. You can drag it over the VS Code icon.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well, it's just gonna appear here.
Yeah, there we go. So it popped up. So make that big screen, like make that all the way up. Yeah. Now I want you to go back to your desktop really quick and open up that dashboard folder. Like double click it to open it up. Yeah. Now double click index.html. Yeah. All right, so make that full screen real quick. So basically what you got to do is you got to replace that image with your image. Where it says simplistic on the side, you choose one word that best describe you and then put that word there. You see this description underneath my name, underneath my photo. You can put a
yeah.
And you can put your name on there also, all the way on the left hand side. So I'm gonna throw you inside of a breakout room. Everybody's trying to figure out how to do that. Basically, you go through the HTML and the CSS and you try to replace it as you go. All right.
So do I like if I find the answer, I say something, or if I know how to do it, like, do I just do it and then just tell you?
No, you tell the people in your group. So your group, they already been at it for a good minute, but y'all gonna be in there for like 15 more minutes. If you can't find something, you ask them, and then they'll let you know where it's at. Or if you find something that they didn't already find, then you could tell them how to fix it or whatever.
Wait, so I got this page open in my browser, in my like thing.
Yeah, where is it at in your VS Code? Right there.
Where is it at?
Yeah, that's it. That's it in your VS Code. Okay. So click on the HTML inside of there. That's all of the HTML. You click on the CSS, that's all of the CSS. And you got to go through that and you got to change all the stuff in there to match your stuff.
Okay, change it to.
Yeah.
I gotta do that in 15 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna put you in a group and you're gonna do it in your group. It's better to start to collaborate. You don't want to do this stuff by yourself. You want to get comfortable like working in groups and stuff, or you can just listen. There should be somebody in there that's sharing their screen, so you can ask them questions and stuff like that. All right. I'm gonna throw you all to. I'm gonna put you in breakout room 1. It should pop up on your screen, and you can just go right into there. And you can stop sharing also.
How we stop sharing?
Should we? Yeah, you found it. All right, so you can go into your breakout room when you're ready.
Azariah, are you there? Lost.
So I'm closing all the breakout rooms now because we're at 12. Whenever everyone drop back in.
I'm not assigned to any breakout room yet.
I'm sorry.
I'm not assigned to any breakout room yet.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah, because I reassigned everyone else. Yeah, it's sorry. Yeah, it was a missed thing. Yeah, they're pretty much done the stuff. But in the course itself, if you wanted to see all those replacements, you can go to that section where you can go to the project section, project 1, and it'll show you how to change your pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't make because I had an issue.
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, now that everyone's back, yeah, our in class here is already 12. Y'all did a good job with that project. Like y'all being able to like manipulate the HTML like that in the CSS, like that is that's where you were supposed to be. Like just being able to do that is progress, and we're on track. So next, so on Tuesday, so I want y'all to continue through the JavaScript section. Even start going through the JavaScript Tools section. So we have on the JavaScript and there's JavaScript Tools. So I want y'all to do that.
As I sent a picture to your Instagram, but yes, my issue is I'm already here. I need to download wherever the project is. So that way I can.
Hold on, Mark. We'll handle that right after class. But let me get right back to you on that. But yeah, like I was saying, like go through the JavaScript section, and on Tuesday we're gonna start JavaScript. Unless there's any questions, I'll let everyone go, and I'll start with your question, Mark.
Okay.
Go ahead. What was your issue, Mark?
Hey, thanks
So
again.
I just sent you I just sent you a photo on Instagram where I am, so then we can take it off from there.
All right, cool. All right, so you are there. All right, so go to section 6.
Section 6.
Yeah. Right now that you in like the last section. So you want to go to section 6.
Can you share your screen with me so that I can have an idea on?
Yeah.
Because
so right now you're all the way down here. You're inside of section 20. I know you're in section 20 because it says section 20 right here. I want you to go up to section 6. Section 6 says final project 1, opening the project slider. So open up section 6. You see it?
No, not yet. Let me go back. It's not easy. I'm not even moving anywhere. I'm just somewhere. I see like the photo I showed to you. There's no way. I just see the video, your video on the other side, and that's that.
Do you see, so on the photo you sent me, right? On the right-hand side, there's a list of stuff. So on that side, you want to scroll.
I seen course content from application introduction downward.
Okay, so go put your mouse on that side and then scroll up. Scroll up. That's a scroll right there. Can you scroll up on that side?
Yes, I did, and I'm to 161. That's where I stopped at.
No. You don't want to scroll down. You want to scroll back up. You want to go back up. You're all the way at the bottom. You want to go up. Yeah. Right now you're inside of section 12. I mean section 20. You want to go to section 6. You see sections. Is it scrollable? Like you can scroll up. Do you see
it's not scrolling? That's where the challenge.
That's the problem
right now.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to fix that. It seems like that's probably a computer issue. I'm not sure how to fix your scrolling, but it's supposed to scroll. If it's not scrolling, that's the problem.
Let me go back.
Maybe try the arrows on a keyboard, like press the arrows up.
Yeah, the arrows. That's a good idea. If you click into that, on Macs it don't do it, but the Windows the arrows can probably work. Yeah. All right, so Mark, while you figure out the scrolling issue, does anybody else have any questions?
I do. Are we turning in what we just did, and are we still working on the original project we were working on, or is this is just over?
Yeah, so you can turn it in, and like if you wanted me to like look at it and give you some feedback on it or something like that, we can do that. And but yeah, we're done with that first project. Right now we're gonna run through JavaScript, and after we run through JavaScript, and we're gonna like go through it fast in class, because like y'all can like look at it on your side. After we go through that, we're gonna start the projects, and we're gonna do a project every week. And there's 16, I think it's 16 projects in here.
All right, one more thing. So we were having a hard time finding the bullets that you put in between your word to make it whereas those more like the pronunciation of the word or the
Yeah, I got you. So that character is funny because I don't know how to put that there. I just copy and paste it from like online and then drop in there. I have no clue how to get that character in there.
we was like looking for it, like where is it? All right.
I literally went to Google and I was like, I looked up a definition and I saw that had like a little dot in there, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna copy that and see if it looks right on the other side. And it,
So I actually had a question. Well, first off, Special, did you finish your question?
Oh yeah, I was done.
All right. So I had a question about the text. How did you can just put text in between two divs and it'll automatically come out as a paragraph?
Right. Yeah, you can. So the only reason we use paragraph tags is because of the default CSS that we get. But that default CSS is removed when we put reset CSS in there. Yeah, paragraphs have margin up top, and it has margin on the top and the bottom by default, but we got rid of it. So it doesn't put it inside of a div versus putting it inside of a paragraph tag. Doesn't matter at that point. Yeah, all the tags do is give you some styling. That's all they do. Some default styling.
Oh, and then as far as dots and dashes and plus and minuses, I actually have there's a website that I went to, and it has like the numeric code for literally a crap ton of assets, like a crap ton of characters, including middle dots, like those dots that you have. And I can share that site in the chat if you want to, if y'all want to.
For sure. Let me
Azar, let me ask you a quick question. Which part of the course content am I supposed to download that?
Oh, so you want to go to section 6, and we open up section 6, you should see lecture 81. And thanks for the resource, Jay. Like, should I just call you Jay, or like?
Yeah, you can call me Jay.
All right. Yeah, thanks for the resource. This is a good one. So you click it and it, okay, and you can just copy and paste it from there.
Yeah, you can just copy and paste the numeric code. So that's how I got the plus sign in my shop now. I use this paragraph tag. One span was shop now, and I colored that, and then the other span was the white plus sign, literally just a white plus sign. And I put spaces and stuff in there using a hex code as well. I mean the numeric code as well.
Right. Yeah, I was just about to say that, like you can literally drop this right into your HTML and it knows what it is. So, yeah.
And I heard numeric codes were better than the name codes. So I started using numeric code for everything because they said most browsers read it. So I'm just rock with the numeric code.
Yeah.
They
And
got
even-
Japanese letters in there too, and all different types. So kanji
Okay.
and all that. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say like even like another reason to use these as opposed to the characters that just like copy and paste is when you go to submit stuff online. Like it's for security purposes, like these characters stuff like this will be removed. So if you was to submit something with this, it'll take it out because hackers can there's things that hackers can do with characters like this and like different they can it's called I forget the exact name, but they'll strip out everything that looks weird, but they'll leave these numerical codes in there.
So you would prefer to use the actual symbol than the numeric code?
No, you use the numerical code.
Okay.
Yeah, don't use. I wouldn't use the symbol. I shouldn't have used it honestly, but like yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. But yeah.
No, I hear you. For get it done purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope these help because they got emojis and everything. Like I see almost everything in here. So yeah. I was actually gonna start signing my pages using these codes. Look, they got my name in katakana, so I was gonna use that as my signature. Yeah. Anyway, hope it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emojis here. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, they ain't messing around. They ain't messing around at all.
Yeah.
I don't know who did this compilation, but
Yeah, it's funny because it's like you can build something like this. Like people learn HTML and CSS and then they'll put a resource like this online and then they'll drop advertisements in there and then they'll make money off of the traffic because it's just something that everybody want to go to. It's something that that's needed. So I don't know if they put an advertisement in here, but it's just one of those ideas of making passive income. I don't see any advertisements in this one though.
Me either.
But
I got an ad block on, so I probably won't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get the ads up out of here, man.
Right. Any other questions? Mark, did you find it?
I just keep being suggesting section 20. I don't know how to go back to the different sections. Start. I'm ready to start.
Let me see. You can hold on. Let me just check something out.
And everything start with section 20.
Right. This is what you can do. You can do a command or control F, right? If you do control F and you start typing out section 6, it should bring you right to section 6. Like it should bring it up. It should scroll it for you.
6.
Mm-hmm. You see how I did it on my screen? I pressed section 6 and it just brought it up for me.
Would it be easier just to drop the folder in the Google Drive and then he could just download it from the Google Drive?
Yeah, but then like when he go through the course, he's not gonna be able to. I'm gonna drop all the folders. I'm just trying to get like the fix for him now. And honestly, like it may just be more than just this website too. If you can't scroll here, you can't scroll on other websites. But yeah, do the Command F, type section 6. But I'll drop it in. I'll drop it in there in here. So if you can download it, I'm not gonna leave it in here, but I'm gonna remove it the end of today. So if you can download it today, I don't want to drop random stuff in here. So I'm gonna put it in here. It's under dashboard inside of Black.io bootcamp cohort, but you should fix that scrolling issue because it's gonna mess you up when you look for it.
So you're gonna put it?
Yeah, it's in there under dashboard. It's inside of the Google Drive. And like I was saying, you can go, if you wanted the solutions to that stuff, you can go through and where is it? Where do I do those replacements? Project introduction, video tag. Inside of the project overviews, inside of section 6, you're going to see lectures in there that show you how to replace those images and text and all the extra stuff. It's inside of section 6. So, anybody else had any questions? All right.
Oh, well, I actually got a quick question.
Yeah.
For the HTML, for the actual assignment that we did, like the homework assignment, how do you get those the boxes behind the images like that? I'm pretty sure the image is like just a transparent background image, but it looked like you got a shadow on it, and the box behind it is just like a blank square, or it's just a square with rounded edges. But how do you get that behind the picture? Would you layer it like yeah, how would you do that?
Let me share my, am I sharing my, no, I'm not. You're saying this image here, like there's a box behind that?
Oh no, I'm talking about the homework assignment, the previous homework assignment. How did you get the box behind the
pull it up.
No, you don't got it open.
It should be in, let me see.
You could just open up the picture. Honestly, I could tell you from the picture.
Right.
There you go. Now, if you go down to the feature sections, like the picture with the chick with the jacket, it's not her. Well, yeah, actually, I guess she would. Yeah, that section would be the exact same thing, pretty much.
Right. So what you would do is similar actually to this picture here, because this picture is inside of a div. But if this was a transparent picture, you would see the background. I mean, if this was a PNG, you would see the background.
Yep.
So you really just do a background image.
And then around the edges, and
right.
I guess could you adjust because in the smaller one, the background is literally smaller than the image. So you could adjust the image location within the background to make it kind of stick outside of the background, or it just so happens to fall like that. And it's just, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna leave it like that.
Yeah. So this image comes out of the background because it's bigger than the background. If it's bigger, it comes out. The reason we don't see it come out on this side is because I put that overflow hidden. And that's why it's not coming out. But if I get rid of that, let me see. I think it has overflow hidden.
Yeah, it was use a pick.
Oh, you know what? They're not even using I'm not even my bad. So that's not even the background image. That may be it can be a background image. Or let me see something quick. So this is the picture. Background size. Okay, so yeah, background images stay within it. Okay, so you would have to put an image tag. That's what you would have to do. You would have to put an image tag, and then the image tag is going to come outside of the actual background if it's bigger.
Then
so
instead of making, so it'll be image tag, background color something, or background color, whatever color that is, background size, and then I would size my background to that size, and then just paste my image in, and the image in the background to do the work. After I resize my image, of course.
Right. I can show you a quick demo if you want.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, let me pull up a PNG. Let's see if this one, I hope this is actually PNG and not save as.
Look, I had to do the exact same thing. there's a PNG website that got like PNGs with the transparent backgrounds. Open it up in a new tab and then just copy that that PNG HTML.
You said there's a PNG website? Which?
Hold on. I saved it, so I can give me a second. I had to go through a few different layers though, so yeah, it ain't as it's cut and dry, but it ain't cut and dry. Hold on, I got you. Like right here, and just use a coat for example. So I pasted it in the chat.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go here.
Oh, okay, you got you.
All right, perfect.
And so I click the jacket.
Open image in new tab.
And then, yep. Well, no, you got to go in one more layer. So actually click the jacket and then open the image in new tab.
I did not know you can do that, but
no, hold on. Go back to the original picture. The original, yep. Actually, left click to the I'm sorry. Right click. Yeah, right click. So go into zoom in on it. So right click the image.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see. Okay.
And so then left click, open in a new tab, and then it'll give you that transparent image.
Yeah. And
then you can check if it's transparent by like just taking a picture and dragging it. And if it don't have no background on it, then you get to go.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know you can do that. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me save this. Save too.
Oh shoot. Copied this like 20 times. I'm not tripping.
Desktop. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So I'm gonna set up a quick file. See, I'm just gonna test. Throw the image in there. Open this up in VS Code. I'm gonna rename this. Make this a little simpler. Jacket.png. Cool. HTML. Do some CSS. Put this together. Link to CSS. Cool. So I'm gonna create a div first, and then I'm gonna start on that div. I'll just say, let's see, height of, let's say 200 pixels, width 200 pixels, and then give it a border radius also to smooth that out. Border radius, I'll give it like 3. Let's give it 10 pixels. Background color of, let's say,
we can go with a nice fuchsia.
I'm like, which one did you?
That's good. That's good. I was kidding.
Let me see. So we got that. Let me see how this look real quick. So copy path. So browser. Cancel that. Store that in here. Cool. So we got that on there. Now let's throw that image inside of there.
Cool.
And the image should be bigger. Image is jacket.
Jacket PNG.
I don't know why it's not auto completing. Oh, there we go. PNG. Refresh. Oh wait, I didn't put that in it. Oh yeah, I did put it. Got the image here. Refresh. Okay, cool. So now that jacket is bigger and it's already outside of it. But let me make this look a little nicer. I can even give this a height of, let's say, I'm just give it a height of like 120% so that it's more than 100%, but then we can instead of trying to position this image to put it directly in the center, I'm just going to mess with the parent because I want it to be calculated from the CSS side. to do that, you can just use this display flex stuff. It's going to justify content center, to throw it right in the center, a line item center. So now we got that image like that. And I can even,
so hold on right quick. The so the element style, that's just the parent.
yeah, I'm styling the parent. So element style, I want you to notice something I didn't teach in this course because it's not best practice. But when you do element style, look at the CSS. You can put CSS directly in the HTML. You can put it inside of a style attribute. And you can drop all your CSS in there. And that's what element does. Like this takes highest priority. Well, actually the important tag is a little higher than, but right under that is this, where you style directly inside of the HTML yourself. And that's what you're doing whenever I do that style inside of here, element.style.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, but
I've
never
actually seen some of the guys saying to do that, but you know, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, this is not good. This is really bad practice to do. The reason it's bad practice is because it's hard to debug. I can just, and it's the same. If I refresh this, we keep all of that. But now, I mean, I gotta adjust the image back. People was at 100, 120% of the height. But yeah.
Okay.
So that's what you'll do for that. So yeah, moral is just a image. As you have this div, and you just throw image inside of it so that the image can overflow, so it can like come outside of it. So yeah, let me give that image height. Is it 120%? Fix that. Refresh.
Okay, so I can create a div element with a certain size, and then basically just use that to as the background for my picture. Sick. Okay.
Right.
So man, okay, yeah, that's a lot easier. So when you get into relative position and stuff like that, because I tried to we use like pixels in some places, EM in some places, percent in some places, and I know that certain tags respond differently. I think you said like they only take certain units of measure. When to keep everything looking approximately the same, it will be best to use the EM tag or the REM. Not tag, I'm sorry, but the unit.
Right, REM, right, REM.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will use that. And honestly, like I like using REM anyway, because you can do decimal places. I don't think you can do decimal places with pixels. You can't do like 10.5 pixels. I think it still comes out to be exactly the same, like 10.5. I'm not even sure if it even changes anything. It might, I don't know. But I like using M and REM better because you get a better you get an easier, like it's faster because one REM, like I was saying, equals 16 pixels. So you ain't gotta hold this for a long time to see a difference on this side. So like I like using M and REM. So yeah.
And plus, if I position and size everything according to like based on a REM or M, then like when I switch the size of my viewports and stuff, it'll all change together.
Right. Yep. It'll change relative to the viewport. So it should look approximately like good enough. There are some tweaks you have to do here and there. But when you start really getting into different screens and stuff like that, that's when you start getting into something called oh my God, I cannot think about it. I cannot think of his name.
Work it out, take your time.
There is media queries. Media query. In media queries, you do this @ media and you put the screen size that you want to target. So I want to target like 1,000 pixels through like something else, and I don't even know how to even structure this. So CSS media query. So now you're able to target certain screen sizes. See?
Oh,
You know, all that style is going to be applied to certain screen size. So when you go from back and forth and stuff like that, you can make it adjust accordingly. So
oh,
yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of CSS. Like I didn't even go over, but it's hard to go through all of the CSS.
Right.
Yeah. This is the screens with the maximum size of 1,200 pixels. So you can throw a bunch of these in there.
Interesting. So you can basically go TVs, computers, and phones are pretty much be like the separation lines to a great degree.
Exactly. Divs can be 10 pixels over here, and then on phones, divs can be like 5 pixels or whatever. So
yeah. Sick. But so when I do that, that would be my okay, yeah, that's my CSS file. Cool. All right, cool. So that makes sense. So literally everything under there will be the styling for that particular screen. Then I copy another screen in, and then I have to restyle everything that's inside that.
Yeah, or the things that you had, or just like certain things that you have to restyle. But to be honest, Flexbox, this display flex, this was supposed to take care of all of that for you. All of that adjusting sizes, depending on which screens you're currently on. This has like some built-in rules that do certain things when it's on certain screen sizes. So yeah.
So because I basically that same issue with like the picture overflowing into one side, like I can cut it off, but I may still want that picture just you know, with different size attributes. So basically have the attributes change, you know what I'm saying? Or the aspect ratio, I mean, change.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I could just set it with my display flex, and then boom, it'll do what it need to do.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And when we start getting into JavaScript, you can even do things like if the screen size is a certain width, you send it one image. And if it's like a phone, you send it like a more pixelated image, like something that looks right on the phone. Like you don't need a high definition image on every screen size.
Yeah.
So it starts to make you can start to make efficient choices and stuff like that. So yeah.
Shoot, all right. Yeah, I don't want to take up all your time. And, you know, some other people may have some other questions and stuff like that. So I think I'm good. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you.
Yep. See. Anybody else had any questions?
I need to.
If not, I'll just end it here, and I'll see everyone on Tuesday.
All right, catch you later, man.
All right, see you.